Alright, welcome back guys. So in this video, or maybe in the next couple of videos, we'll be running through our first mini project. So the mini project is going to cover a number of things that we have learned so far in Microsoft Excel. And of course I already have a question here. So title of this project is player profile and transfer table, and it has instructions. So we're just going to follow the instructions step by step, and it's going to be a walkthrough. So I do it and you just follow through. Then after I'm done, you can now decide to try it out on your own. So the instruction says create a table first of all, sheet 1, and then it tells us the following headers should be added to the table. Then we should use AutoFill for serial number, add at least 10 fictional or real footballers, mix text and number data, and then format your table. And so we're just gonna, the instruction is number 7, I think, down to number 7 all right now. So it tells us what we are practicing. So basically we're practicing cell formatting, row and column insertion and deletion, highlighting with keyboard, sheet navigation, copy, paste and paste special, the sorting and filtering, the free space that we learned recently, then adding, deleting and renaming of sheets, wrap text, merge and center. These are the things we'll be covering in this. So we're just going to take it step by step from beginning. So to do this, I will use our existing workbook, but I'm going to create a different worksheet, which I expect you to do the same. A different worksheet. So I'm going to just name this, what shall I call this? Mini project 1. Mini project 1. And all right now, let me see. Okay, I don't like the color. Let me change the color to, let me use something kind of different from what we've used so far. Alright, so let's use this now. Let me return this back to home. So the first instruction we have here, let me close this. Project title. So let's just add a project title, player profile and transfer table. Player profile and transfer table. Right in my cell A1, I'm going to just type that player profile and transfer table. Profile and transfer table. Enter. Now the next instruction here says we should create a table in that sheet 1. The table should have the following header: serial number, player name, country. So let's start from there. Serial number, player name, country. Serial number, player name, country. What else? Previous club, current club, year of transfer. Okay. Previous club, current club. So one of the issues I always have, I'm likely to have, is remembering player names. Like I'm not a football person, so I might have to rack my brain to remember names of footballers. Year of transfer, I think. Oh man, what did I just do? Alright, year of transfer. So in the next column, or in the next cell rather, we also had transfer fee and jersey number. So I'm going to just do transfer fee, then the next one, jersey number. Enter. So obviously, as you can see currently, this is kind of, it is not containing it. So we're going to adjust it automatically. I double click here. Country is fair enough, but we might see it adjust later. Previous club is not showing everything, so adjust the width. Current club as well, adjust the width. Year of transfer, I'm going to adjust the width. Transfer fee, I'm going to adjust the width. And lastly, jersey number, I'm going to adjust the width. And it's just common sense that we highlight everything and make it bold. Probably increase the font size. Let me use 14. Okay, oh my god, so that means I'll have to readjust again and again and again. I mean, I'm going to have to do that more often anyway. Country club, year of transfer, and finally this. So for this header, I could just let me merge everything first of all. I'll highlight all these active columns, and then I click merge and I use a merge and center right now. Then let me change the font. Let me use something nice. Maybe this. Okay, let's use this. Let me change the font size to maybe it's same. Yeah, I think it's. I make it bolder. Then I can probably give it a background, some kind of not so loud. I want something not so loud. Okay, this is fair enough for a background color. All right, so it's taking shape. Now let's what's the next instruction now? It said we should use autofill for serial number, and then we should add at least 10 fictional or real footballers. Okay, so footballers. Now this is what I said I'm going to have issues with. So I'm going. Let me say Lionel Messi. So pardon me if I'm using old ancient footballers. That was probably the time I watched footballers. So Lionel Messi, David Beckham. I mean, these are the names in my head. I could use Austin Okocha from Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria. Austin Okocha. I could use Samuel Eto'o from, I think that should be Cameroon. I should use who else? Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. I think these are the same names I've been using before. So just gonna use them again. Cristiano Ronaldo, Kanu Nwankwo, should I say oh god, which other person should I which other names? Which names? Let me see what names we've used so far. Okay, Zinedine Zidane, Neymar Jr. Alright, let me just cheat from there. Neymar Jr. I have Zinedine Zidane. So which other names? How many do I have now? I have one. And okay, two. Well, I'm going to use autofill for the serial number. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need just 2. Okay, thank God. Alright now, so Filippo Inzaghi and Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. So now countries. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to do the autofill thing. Alright, we've done that. So their countries. Messi is from Argentina. Argentina. David Beckham is from England. Austin Okocha is from Nigeria. Samuel Eto'o is from Cameroon. Cristiano Ronaldo is from Portugal. Kanu Nwankwo is from Nigeria, autocomplete. Neymar Jr. is from what country? What country is that again? I think that's with Brazil. Is it? Yeah, Brazil. I mean, I hope I'm right anyway. It's from Brazil, hopefully. Zinedine Zidane, I think he's from France. Filippo Inzaghi, also from France. And then Roberto Carlos from Brazil. So now, the previous club and I don't know their club, so I'm just going to put in anything I like. So I'm just going to write any clubs that I remember, so don't be angry with me. Alright now, so I could say Bayern Leverkusen. I think I still know some clubs. Bayern, I don't know how to spell Leverkusen, so let me just do Bayern. Okay, Bayern, let me just do Bayern Munich instead, so I don't write rubbish. In the next one, I could say Leicester. I think it's EFC or thereabout. Let's assume this one was playing for Chelsea. Let's assume this one was playing for Liverpool. Let's assuming this one previously played for Porto FC. Let's assume this one played for Inter Milan. Why this one played for AC Milan? This used to be my favorite, Spanish club back then. So let's assume this played for what name have I not put? Okay, let me use in Nigeria a very funny Nigerian club, Limba, and then Sunshine FC, and Barcelona. So now that was the previous club. So current club, I'm just going to probably swap it or something. randomly a number, so I don't waste my time thinking of racking my brain on what club does not exist. Barcelona, I'm gonna have Sunshine FC, the current club here. This one I'm gonna have Bayern Munich. For this person, I'm gonna have Leicester. I hope I even got that. I hope that Leicester is correct, or Leicester. Okay, so I'm gonna have, which one have I not added here? Have I done Bayern Munich? Yes, Chelsea now, Liverpool. Um, okay, so what else? Inter Milan. Oh, sorry, Inter Milan and AC Milan. And what else have I not added? Porto FC. Have I added Porto FC? Not yet. Porto FC. So year of transfer. We're just gonna do. Let's just do the year. So I'm gonna say 2023, 2024, 2022, 2021, 2025, latest transfer, 2020, 2023, 2024, 2022, and 2021. So now the transfer fee, this is going to be in dollars, or yeah, dollars. So let's assume that this one was, 10,000, 12,000. This was done for 15,000. This was done for 8,000. While this was done for 21,000. So expensive. Alright, world's great footballer. 9,000. Neymar Junior, let's say, is 14,500. So Zinedine Zidane, our senior player, let me just say 21,600. Filippo Inzaghi to 16,700, and Roberto Carlos 30,000. So I'm going to format this whole thing because, of course, it's supposed to be currency. And highlighting them, I'm just going to click on this. That's changed it to accounting. All right now. So lastly, that jersey number. Lionel Messi, I don't know, maybe 10. David Beckham, I think used to be 7. Austin Okocha used to be 10. Samuel Eto'o, I don't know, I think 8. Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know, 7 maybe. Kanu Nwankwo used to be 4. Neymar Junior, I don't have an idea, so I'm just going to write 10 as well. Zinedine Zidane, I think that used to be 5 most times. Filippo Inzaghi used to be jersey number 9. Roberto Carlos used to be jersey number 6 or 3 sometimes. So I'm going to just format this as well to number and remove the decimals. So this is number data type. So I think we've answered the question up to that point. So they said, okay, mixed text and number data types. Of course, country is text, jersey should be number. So all right now, so welcome back. So let's continue from the second question step. All right, so apply what you've learned, bolding the headers. I think we've done that already, and use few colors for the header background. I think we've done that as well. Let me see. Yeah, we've done that already. Yeah, we've done that already. I don't need to add it to this one. I mean, I can actually if I want to. Let me see. So if I'm using this here, then I should probably change this one to something deeper. Maybe something like this might be. Let me see. Okay, so something like this, just like a relative combination, just to obey the instructions fully. All right, so apply border to all table cells. Apply border to all table cells. Okay. So let's just highlight the whole thing first of all. Self and border. First of all, okay, all border. Yeah. So I think it looks better. Let me zoom in. Alright, I think it looks better now. Solved. Let me see if I can add tick outside borders also. Alright, so I've also added tick outside borders. You can see that the outside borders are now ticker. So I first added all borders and then I added the tick outside border. You can see that this is already, she's already been choked. So I'm going to auto space it and let me see if there's another thing. Okay, everything is fine. There's an error here. 2023. I was supposed to do enter. So what's the next question? Use font size and alignment to make it look neat. Okay, I think we've done that. Font size. We've done the font size. Let's do alignments for these headers alone. Let me just make all of them centered. No much difference actually. So we can decide to I can decide to make all this whole text also centered, aligned to the center if I want. Let me see if it will look better. Maybe. Does it look better? Yeah, maybe it looks better. So you can do this or leave it to its default state. Remember, the default state of number data types is to be aligned to the right, while the default state of string data types, that is text, is left alignment. So let's just alter it. Alright, so it looks more like a somehow. Alright, now so what's the next question? Wrap text when necessary. Not necessary. There's no text that we need to wrap. Use merge and center for the title above the table. Okay, I think we need to change the text. This title, football transfer table 2025. Okay, let me change this then. Football transfer table. Let me just replace. I'm gonna and then enter. Alright, football transfer table 2025. I assumed. So this is the real title. Okay, something is different here. We forgot to remove the decimal places. We don't need decimal places now. Alright, now it's better like this. So okay, so what's the next thing that we've not done now? So number formatting, make transfer fee look like money we've done that already, currency format, dollars. Okay, they said we should show only 2 decimal places. Oh, and I just removed the decimal places. Alright, so let's go back and return it and okay, let's not do over. It's what we call over sabi in Nigerian English. Over sabi, that is, you want to act like you know better than the teacher. So let's pretend as if we don't know and just follow the instructions. So I'm going to return the 2 decimal place according to the project question. So right click, format cells, number types. Okay, we've already done that. Use sorting and filtering. Sort players alphabetically by name. Sort the players alphabetically by name. Let's go and do that. We already learned sorting. So where are their names? Alright now. So I'm going to just click on this place and highlight this whole column here, and then click on this. So sort alphabetically A to Z. Expand the selection so that the sorting affects everybody. Alright, now so we have it from Osinokocha as A and Zinedine Zidane as Z. So we've done that as well. Can you see that everything is just quite simple? It just takes time and practice, like I would always say. The next question is filter by a particular year and a particular country. So let's filter by year first of all. Where is the year of the transfer? Alright, let's click on this year of transfer. And let me highlight everything first of all. So filter. Alright now. So let me filter by a particular year. I want to see, first of all, you turn off, let me see, number filters. Okay, I could say I want to see, let's see, numbers great years that are greater than 2023. And I click OK, and it shows me 2024 and 2025. So I could also decide to say I want to filter by years less than 2022, and I'm going to see 2020 and 2021. And I could let me select all back first of all and bring everything back the way it was. Now I can say I want to filter just a particular year. I want to filter only people transferred in 2021. Let me see. And then I have 2 players who transferred in 2021, Carlos and Samuel AutoFill. So I think we've already done the filter. So I think after practicing the filter, you can only see players transferred in 2021 and 2025. And then we have Ronaldo was transferred in 2025, and the other two were transferred in 2021. So I think we've gotten that right already. What else have we not done now? Okay, they said also by a specific country. So let's clear this one. Let's select all back, and then let's filter by country. I'm going to just highlight the whole data that's from here to France. You can see the range, 11 rows and just one column. That is from C2 to C12. All right, so filter again. Okay, I'm going to have to click it twice because it's not showing. All right, showing now. Why I had to click it twice was because I already used it. I already used it here before. So more like the first clicking is kind of totally disabling this, and then you have to click it one more time to bring it up. So currently, you can see when I hover over that icon, it's telling me that the country column is showing all countries. So now let's click on this drop down to filter. Now, first of all, uncheck this, and then I want to see only players from Brazil. I should have like, okay, we have Neymar Jr. and Roberto Carlos. I could say I want to see players from, let me unclick this and just select France. We have Filippo Inzaghi and Zinedine Zidane, and then I could say I want to have how to view players only from Nigeria. And where's Nigeria? Okay, Nigeria here. Okay, I have Austin Okocha and Kanu Nwanko. I could say I want to see players from, that Nigeria Brazil match of, is it 1996? So that they always sing that song when Nigeria win Brazil. So let's assume want to see the players that played in Nigeria and played in Brazil. At the same time, I check the two boxes and I click OK, and we have 4 players. Austin Okocha, Kanu Nwanko. Those 2 players actually played in that match. Roberto Carlos obviously must have played in that match, but Neymar Jr. didn't play that match. But for what it is right now, you can see 4 players from both countries. So I think we've answered that question. So we can leave it like this, but let's just return it back to default and let's see the next question. So what's the next question for us? Alright, freeze panes. We already learned this. Freeze panes, freeze the first row, the title, so they stay visible while scrolling. So since it's just the first row now, the title, not the header, it's quite easy. I just need to where is view? I think from view, and then freeze panes and just free stop row. Very simple. So even when we scroll down, the first row keeps, that one is quite simple. So if they had said we should freeze the header, like header above, then we probably would have done something like, let me first unfreeze this. Then I probably would have done something like this. Let me see. Okay. So freeze is. Have I done that? Alright. So I clicked on. I needed to freeze. I needed to freeze these 2. I wanted to freeze from here above. So all I just need to do is to click this. To click the first cell on the first row below the header that I want to freeze. If I click here, it's going to freeze this whole serial numbers as well. So I click here, so there's nothing to freeze here, but there are things to freeze at the top, and then you can see that it's working fine. So I'm going to leave that like that. You can unfreeze it. But I think it actually makes sense like this actually. I mean, especially when you have a large data set with like over 1,000 rows, so you can just keep scrolling and you can see the table header as well as the title of the table. So what else have we not done? Alright now, so they said, alright now, so welcome back in continuation of our first mini project. This mini project because at the end of this whole thing, we're going to have a full complete Excel project. I mean, a very big one, a very large one. So that's why we're calling this mini project 1. That means we are going to do quite a few more ahead, and trust me, it's all for your good. It's to practice these things, especially to understand how it's being used in a real life situation. Because currently, like, you are learning topics bit by bit, but you need to understand how to put them together into one piece, which is more important. So now they said add a new sheet 2, rename it to player's name only. Alright now, sheet 2. Okay, so they said, okay, this is sheet 2. Should rename it to player's name, or is it player name? player's name. What am I doing? Player's name only. I could just do that, and let me just change the tab column. So okay, so we have this here. Why is this showing view by default? So what's the next thing we have to do? On this new sheet, copy just the player names from sheet 1. So that looks quite simple. Let me see. Option 1 is to do this is equals to, and then I like this column and equal to. I have this as option 1, which I like. Or our option 2 is to just go there and copy first of all. Sorry. Alright, I've highlighted it. What am I doing? Okay, I've highlighted it now. Control C. So when I go in here, sorry, where's player name only? Okay, player name only. Let's look at our paste option now. Paste values. This one is not even giving me anything nice. Alright, now let me do paste. Okay, the first option, I think the first option is showing the formatting, because I don't want something that will take away the formatting. So let's use the first option, and then I'm going to adjust the width, and boom, we have it like that, just as it was as well. So I think we've done the copying in 2 different ways. One option using a formula, and the second one manual, but using a special paste type to ensure that we still have, I could actually paste it like this. Okay, pasting like this also gives me the same thing anyway. Alright, now, so the next instruction, don't use formulas yet. Oh, so they said we should not use formulas yet. Alright, so this was a formula, so let's don't tell the lecturer, don't tell the instructor. Let me just delete it. Sorry. Okay, let me just highlight and delete everything. Alright, let's not use formulas. We're told not to use formulas yet, so let's just leave it the way it is. Alright, now, so right click, paste special, which is what we just did. Initially we used formulas, so we secretly deleted it. We don't want anybody to know. So number 7 now, it says use find and replace in sheet 1. In sheet 1 now, we should use find and replace. Use find to search for a country name. Okay, so let's go back to sheet 1. We could use we will click here, or we could just do shortcut Control F. So for a country name, let's search for Nigeria as a country name, and I will say find all, and let's see, let me drag this to the top. We have to, if I click on the first one, it highlights it for me. That is, you can see the highlighted row. This is okay, it's already highlighted itself. If I click on the second one, it highlights the cell as well. Can you see? So, and it's telling me 2 cells found. And then what's the next instruction? It says use replace now to change a club name to another club name. Alright, now, so let's go back to cancel this. So club name now, we want to change Chelsea to Chelsea FC. Alright, now, so I do control find again. This time replace, I want to replace Chelsea to Chelsea FC, which I think that's the proper thing anyway. Chelsea FC. So I could just do replace all. Eventually there are more than one, but we made 2 replacements. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have Chelsea FC here. Let me close this so we can see we have Chelsea FC here, previous club. I also have Chelsea FC here as well. So I think we are done with that as well. So I think we're actually done with the whole question. So we've practiced all of these things, and so I believe that's the end of our project, our mini project 1. So how does it look? I think it looks fine and fair enough. It looks beautiful. Maybe I could decide to just add a little more, which is not necessary. A little more fancy effect here to just add that shade, or something like this. But we might find this in some sheets just to give it a fancy effect. Like I said, it's not compulsory. It's not bad to make your worksheet or workbook look beautiful, but if you're not good with colors yet, you don't have to bother. Don't mix colors wrongly, right? So That's brings us to an end of the mini project one. So in the next video now we're going to a new session, and yeah, the project question, this mini project one question is going to be added into the same section folder that we just completed. So after going through this video, I encourage that don't copy, just close this whole video and try to do that project on your own by yourself. I mean, you've learned quite fair enough. So just try to do it by yourself, and I'm sure you should. And if there's anything you are missing, go and probably check the video, watch the tutorial videos again, and then you should be able to just do it by yourself. So in the next section, we're going to a new section now, and this section we're diving fully into Excel functions. It's going to be wonderful. You can't wait to get there. We're doing more interesting stuffs here. We've not done anything much here. So see you in the next video, in the next section. Bye.